just get into a comfortable seat. For this practice, you might need blocks if you like blocks. And if you have something to throw over you in Shavasana, if you might get cold, that will be nice. So we can just get ourselves set up and sitting comfortably, put our hands onto our knees and just close down the eyes for a few moments. And as we are settling in here, the focus of our Vinyasa flow class this morning is to reset the body, the mind, and just start afresh and let go. And it's like, you know, when you're working on your computer and you suddenly realize you have so many tabs open that nothing wants to work anymore, and you have to start shutting down tabs to get your computer to work more efficiently. We like that. We often run around with just too many tabs open, and we need to close down and reset so that we can be more effective when we come out the other side. And when I was planning this class, I was thinking, what can I offer as a class that's really going to reset us? And I thought about my own practice, and when I started yoga 30-something years ago, it was very different to now. It was sort of like in somebody's lounge room or in somebody's home or church hall, and one of my first teachers took it slowly. She used to speak about yoga with so much reverence, and she'd say, oh, there's these pranayama techniques that you can use, but you really have to know how to breathe, and they are magical. And I found her fantastic, a little slow though, because I was so excited by what I discovered that I wanted to move on. But what she really did teach me was that reverence to the practice, and that yoga really can help to heal us and to reset us and to keep us grounded. It's not just that physical practice, although we access yoga through the physical practice. And then I went on to studying with a teacher who was Ashtanga, Iyengar, and that's when I learned about yoga flow, Vinyasa. And I've watched as it evolved over the years, and it's now almost become like a dance, where the Vinyasa style traditionally was very much the different poses linked with the Chaturanga. So that's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to just move back to a more traditional Vinyasa flow practice, which starts off on the earth, so we can just get together in our bodies, and then we open the spine, and then we do sun salutations, and the whole practice progresses to standing poses, and then to hip openers, back bends, forward folds, twists, and then Shavasana. So it really is a full body reset. So that's what we're going to work through. Normally this practice would take about an hour and a half. We don't really have that time, so I'll speed it up. I won't speed it up, I'll just minimize some of the poses, leave some of them out, so we can get through it in an hour. So when you're ready, just bring your hands together before the heart, Anjali Mudra, and just for a moment, think about what you need to reset, switch off, and start again. So switching off all those tabs, just so that we can be just body and breath on the mat now for the next hour. And then when you're ready, just opening the eyes and coming to lie on your back. And just lie on your back, fall on the mat, just relax completely. Maybe shake a little from side to side, or just move a little to just feel yourself relax, and then land like you landed on your favorite bed. Just drop down. And take 2 deep inhales with complete exhales, like a release breath. And then bring your big toes to touch, your ankles to touch, curl the toes up as if you're standing, and bring the hands down by the side body, palms facing up, and feel already that opening on your shoulders. Draw the navel up and in, and then inhale, take the arms up overhead. Stretch through the whole body, keep the toes up towards the ceiling, draw your navel right in, and then hug your right knee into the body. Take your forehead up to meet the knee, and then release it back down. Stretch your leg up towards the ceiling, and just vigorously begin to rub into the hamstring to create some lovely heat into the back of the leg. From here, slide your hands up as high as they will go, and begin to draw the leg over towards the space behind you. When you're ready, you can just hook onto your yoga leggings or use your strap or grab your big toe and then just take your leg out towards the right side. Keep your whole body lying on the earth. Maybe look over to the left. And then when you're ready, inhale, come back to center. Hug your knee in and release it long on the mat. Release the hands by the side. Let your whole body relax. Now take your opposite leg in, pull it in, bring the forehead up to meet your knee. Release back down, extend your leg up, and then give it a good rub. Notice where you might be feeling stiff and tight in that hamstring, and just give it a good rub and a good warm. And then when you're ready, slide your hands up as high as they will go, and begin to draw the leg over to the space behind you without any force. When you're ready, take a hold of your leggings or use your strap or hold behind your leg and just drop your leg out towards the left side. Maybe turn to look to the right and keep the rest of the body firm on the mat. Draw your navel up and in and press the heel of both feet away. Coming all the way back to center, hug your knee in and then bring both knees in. From here, lift your chest so that you can wrap as much of your arms around your legs into a cosmic ball, maybe even finding opposite elbows, and squeeze yourself in. Wind releasing pose, squeezing into the core. And then release all the way down. Hands come behind your knees and we rock 3 times up. And then we're going to cross the ankles on the 3rd time and come over to our tabletop. So that's just the start of the practice, and now we're going to find some mobility in the spine. So spread your fingers wide, knees underneath the hips, and 6 rounds of cat and cow. Ujjayi breath, drop the belly down, lift the heart, look up. Exhale and round. There's 3 more, and if you like to employ a lion's breath by sticking the tongue out and roaring the breath out on the exhale, go ahead and do. Three more. Last one. Keep the back ribs up to the ceiling as you round and allow your head to drop heavy. Return to a neutral spine. Extend your left leg away and your right arm forward. Draw the navel up and in. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your elbow and knee to touch. Extend the arm and the leg away. Elbow and knee touch. Now we begin to come into a more dynamic moving practice. There's 3 more. And the last one, extend away. Elbow and knee touch. Now extend the arm and the leg away. Bring your hand down, keep your leg straight and place it to the earth and inhale. Reach your left arm up. Take the top hand over towards the top of your mat, palm facing down. And then if you want, inhale and lift your back leg up. Take a full inhale here. Exhale, coming all the way back down, hands and knees to the earth. Let's do the other side now, opposite arm and leg away. Exhale, elbow and knee touch. There's 5 more, please. Move with your breath. Just 2 more. Strong Ujjayi breath. Send the arm and the leg away. Place your hand down. Keep your legs straight and bring it to the mat. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Maybe look towards the fingertips. Draw that top arm over the ear, palm facing the earth. Lift your right leg up if you want. Flex through the heel. Press it away, breathe into the right side of the body. And then when you're ready, releasing down, hands, releasing knee. Curl the toes under, first downward facing dog. And notice how when we approach downward facing dog now, we've already done a lot of work in releasing the hamstrings and stretching out the back of the legs. So there's a little more comfort here, but walk it out for a little bit. Pressing one heel down and then the other. But then when you can, come to stillness, spread your fingers on the mat. Inhale, come right up onto your tippy toes. Lift your heels up as high as you can. Bend your knees slightly. Move your chest towards your knees as you press the earth away and lengthen the spine. Keep the length in the spine and press your heels back down. Downward facing dog. Just 3 more breaths here. Last full inhale and exhale. Now mindfully walk your feet towards the top of the mat. When you get to the top, feet are hip distance apart. We're going to lengthen by pressing our hands on our shins, lengthen the heart forward, draw the navel up and in, and then fold down. Grab opposite elbows. Now feel like the elbows are weight pulling you down towards the earth. So there's a little bit of a downward pressure through the hands in towards the elbows, but you keep a softness on your knees so that you're not overstretching the hamstrings. 3 breaths here. And drop your hands to the earth and then slowly, you can let the fingertips drag up the front of the leg. Roll up mindfully. Feel how you rise up to the top. Roll the shoulder blades back and come to our Samasthiti, equal standing. We're going to come to Sun Salutation A, and this practice is designed to warm the body. 1 breath per movement. Inhale, stretch the arms up, lift and look up. Exhale, maybe with soft knees, forward fold, bringing your hands down to the earth. Now it's the spine's turn. Inhale, lengthen the spine as you take the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold back down, soften the knees. Step your right foot back. We're doing a little variation here. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink into your low crescent lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands either side of the front foot and straighten your left leg. Sink back into the left knee. Reach the arms up. Full circle, so we open the shoulders, hands to the earth. Step back into a plank pose. Take an inhale here, you've got this, and exhale. 2 more breaths in your plank. Draw up through the core and exhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale, bring your knees, your chin and your chest down to the earth. Rise up into cobra, elbows hug towards each other. Exhale, come back down to the earth. Press back into child's pose just this once. Come back to downward facing dog. Take a full inhale here. And exhale. Press through your left foot. Inhale, take your right leg up high. Step the right foot through between the hands. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink into your hips. Find your low crescent lunge. Take an inhale here. And exhale. From here, straighten the front leg as you bring your hands to the earth and you fold over that right knee, stretching out the hamstrings. Come back forward, bend into the front knee, reach the arms up. Big circle, opening the shoulders, place your hands to the earth, curl the back toes under, lift the knee, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen out the spine, draw the navel up and in. Exhale, fold down, soften your knees, look towards your shins. Inhale, rise up. Draw the energy up, palms touch. Take the hands into Anjali Mudra. Just wait for a moment. Connect to your breath. Same again. Inhale, stretch the arms up, lift and look up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the earth. We're starting on the left side. Inhale, long spine. Lift the heart. Exhale, fold back down. Step your left foot back. Again, the option to drop the knee to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, low crescent lunge, stay for a moment. Straighten the front leg. Maybe this time you just pull the hands behind you as you move your heart towards your right knee. Come back into the low lunge, reach the arms up. Circle them to open through the shoulders and the chest. Step back into your plank pose and pause.
3 breaths here, and feel like you're pushing into the earth, so you're lifting your body away from the mat, hugging in through the navel, through the ribs, broadening the heart. 1 more breath, and now invite your knees on or off the mat. Chaturanga, bend the elbows coming down. There's Cobra, or if you're ready, take Upward Facing Dog, straightening the arms and keeping the thighs off the earth. Back to Downward Facing Dog. 3 breaths here, deep inhale. Stay with Ujjayi breath, so exhaling again. In the same way you inhale, 2 more. Press through your right foot. Inhale, take your left leg up high. Step your left foot through between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink into your lunge. Breathe here. Now straighten your left leg, curl the toes of the left foot up and reach the arms back. Fold forward over the front knee. Press back into your low lunge. Reach the arms up, circle the arms and take them to the earth. Lift your back knee and step to the top of the mat. Big toes touch, long spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch, and come again into Samasthiti. Finding stillness. Hands can press into Anjali Mudra. 1 more inhale and exhale. 1 more round like this. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the earth. Inhale, long spine, look forward, exhale, fold. Take your right foot back this time. Keep the back knee lifted. Rise all the way up. Reach the arms up. Find your lunge, take an inhale. And on the exhale, bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Press your right heel down and straighten your left leg. Inhale, long spine. You can do this with the back knee down if you need. Exhale and fold. Bending back deeply into the front knee. Come to the toes of the back foot. Rise up into your high lunge. And then take your hands to the earth and step back into Chaturanga. Remember, all these Chaturangas are optional now. Knees on or off the mat. Bend the elbows coming down. If you have any injuries or you're feeling fatigued, just go straight to Downward Facing Dog. Take a full inhale here. And exhale, pressing through your left foot. Inhale, reach your right leg up high. Bend the knee, yawn it open. Flex through the foot and feel like you're trying to get the heel to touch your buttocks. Lift your right knee high. Inhale, straighten through the right leg. Step the foot through between the hands. From here, inhale, rise up into your high lunge. Look up towards the ceiling as you balance here. Take an inhale. On the exhale, place your hands to frame your front foot. Straighten through the right leg. Press your left heel down. Inhale. Long spine, look forward. Exhale and fold. Bending back deeply into your right knee. Rise all the way up in your high lunge. Hands to the earth, step to the top of the mat, big toes touch, long spine, exhale and fold, inhale, rise up. Last round, hands together before the heart in prayer. Take a full inhale and exhale. Last time to the left side, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the earth. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Fold, step your left foot back. Maybe drop the back knee if you need to. Inhale, rise all the way up. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot. Press your left heel down and straighten your right leg. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Bending back deeply to the front knee. Inhale, rise all the way up. High lunge. Hands to the earth. Step back into your plank pose again. Honor the plank pose. Get really strong. I love to bring my big toes to touch, that's optional. And then when you're ready, Chaturanga, Upward Facing Dog, back into Downward Facing Dog. Take a full inhale here, and exhale. 1 more breath. Press through your right foot, inhale, take your left leg up, bend the knee, yawn it open. Stack one hip on top of the other. Straighten through the legs, step it through between the hands. Option with your right knee, rise up into your lunge. Now soften and settle here. Find the shape. Inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot. Press your back heel down, straighten through your left leg. Bending back deeply into the left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Take your hands to the earth and step to the top of the mat. Lengthen the body, the heart forward, fold over soft knees. From the earth, rise all the way up. Hands together before the heart in prayer. Take one full inhale and exhale. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the earth. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, walk, step or jump back. Find Chaturanga. Come all the way through upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Take an inhale. And then exhale. We want to jump to seated. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, step or jump forward. And lie your back. And when you lie on your back, just let everything go. Remember, the intention of our practice is to reset the body, to reset the mind. Relax now. Relax even just a little more. Relax completely. Take a deep inhale. Sigh the breath out. Relax completely. One more deep inhale. Sigh it out. Hug your knees into your body. Rock and roll 3 times. And then we're going to jump back to our plank pose or step back. So roll, place the hands on the earth, walk, step or jump back. Maybe you work through Chaturanga, meeting in downward facing dog. Take a full inhale here. And exhale. So let's come into our warrior series. Press your left foot down, reach your right leg up, bend the knee, yawn it open. Straighten your leg, step your foot through between the hands, press your back heel down. Front knee is bent, warrior one. Reach the arms up, sink deeply into the hips, draw your front ribs in. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, swing your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, lift and open the chest. Humble warrior, fold forward. Reach the arms up and over and look back towards the inner arch of your back foot. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms up, take your twisted warrior, left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Take a full inhale here and exhale. Let's open to warrior two. Inhale, rise up, press to warrior two towards the side of the mat. Let's exalt the warrior, reversing the front palm and reaching back. Come back to warrior two. Last in our warrior series, come forward into your high lunge, onto the toe of the back foot, and then move forward into warrior three, lifting the back leg up. You're welcome to stay here or reach the arms forward, framing the side of the head. Take one more inhale and exhale. Bend your front knee, land back into warrior one, pressing the back heel down. And we flow through Chaturanga. Any variation, you can do a three-legged flow. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths here so you can really connect into how your body's feeling. Press through your right foot, take your left leg up high, bend your knee, yawn it open. Flex the foot, feel like you're pulling the heel towards your buttocks. And then straighten your leg, step it through between the hands. Press your back heel down, it's warrior one. Reaching up. Draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Take the gaze up, hug your front ribs in. Inhale. Exhale, swing your hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers, open the heart. And then fold forward. Reach the arms up and over. Drop your head so there's no tension in your neck. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach the arms up, out. Twisted warrior. Hands into prayer. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Press through the left hand. This is nice and strong here. Take an inhale. And exhale. Rising all the way up. Warrior 1. Open into warrior 2. Soften the shoulders from the ears. Now flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. And then come back to warrior 2. Find your high lunge, drawing your right hand forward, coming into the toes of the right foot. And now we're going into warrior 3. Reach the body weight forward, lift the back leg up. Slowly find your balance. Hands can stay by the side, or maybe you want to draw them forward, reaching forward. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend your front knee, land back into warrior 1. Hands to the earth. Step back into your plank pose. Take chaturanga. And remember, this is your practice. So at any time, if you need to rest, go ahead and rest. There's 3 breaths here in downward facing dog. Now bring your big toes to touch. Look to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees. Walk, step or lightly jump. Landing at the top of the mat. Lengthen the spine and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms touch. Take your hands into prayer. And pause here. Coming into our Katasana, bend your knees deeply. Sit down into a seat and press your buttocks like the seat is just a little bit too far behind you. And then reach the arms up to frame your face. Reach the fingertips forward. If this is too much on the shoulders, please cactus the arms, pulling the elbows out to the side. 4 more breaths here. And if you want more of a challenge in this pose, lift up onto your tippy toes. 2 more breaths. When you're ready, release the hands down to the earth and forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold, walk, step or jump back into plank, but stay in your plank pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your right hand underneath your nose. Roll onto the knife edge of your right foot and reach your left arm up. Take an inhale here. And exhale, if you want the challenge, take your top leg up. 1 more inhale. And exhale. If you took the leg up, drop it down, come back to your plank. Here's an option to hold plank or work through chaturanga. And when you're ready, we move to the other side. Big toes touch. Left hand underneath the nose. Roll onto the knife edge of your left foot and reach the right arm up. Stay here, or if you want, take your top leg to the sky. Dropping your foot back down, coming back to your plank. We meet in downward facing dog. Maybe you flow, maybe you go straight to down dog. And take a full inhale and exhale. Pressing through the left foot, reach your right leg up high, step it through between the hands. Press your back heel down, open into warrior 2. Soften the shoulders from the ears and then take your right elbow to your right knee. Reach your top hand up and over. Move your heart up towards the ceiling. Breathing here. If you want, you can slide your right hand down to the earth if it's available. Now inhale, come back to your warrior two. Flip and reverse, straighten your front leg. And now it's time for triangle pose. Reach forward with the right hand. Both legs are straight. Back of the hand into the inside of your right leg or hand to the earth. Coming back over the right leg, triangle pose. Breathing here. Now inhale, rise all the way back up, bend into your front knee, flip and reverse. Windmill your hands back down to the earth and step into your three-legged downward facing dog. And then see, perhaps you can flow through, one leg lifted, take Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Take a full inhale here, and exhale, pressing through your right foot, take your left leg up. Step the left foot through between your hands, press your back heel down, bend the left knee, and rise up into warrior two. Soften the shoulders, breathe here. Take your left elbow down to your left knee, draw the left femur bone backwards, reach the right arm up and over, and move your heart towards the ceiling. Breathe here. Now here's an option to take your hand to the earth if you wish. When you're ready, come on back to warrior two. Reverse as you straighten your front leg and then fold back over that front leg towards your triangle pose. Your back of your hand can come on the inside of the left leg or your hand to the floor. Breathing here. Katasana is fantastic to align our spines. Inhale, rise back up, bend into your front knee, and then windmill your hands down to the earth. Step back to a three-legged dog. Reach your left leg away. You can drop both feet down or flow through Chaturanga, left leg lifted. Upward facing dog, then downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, take your right leg up high, step your right foot through between your hands. Walk on over to the long edge of your mat. Come onto your fingertips. Make sure that the outer edges of your feet are lining up with the outer edges of your mat. Draw the back ribs into the body and then fold forward. Go down to the depth that is available for you. Allow your head to hang heavy. Good, now bring your hands onto your waist, hug the elbows up high, rise all the way up to stand. Bring your heels in and then bend into your knees for our trusty goddess pose. Take the arms out wide, bend the elbows, and find a mudra. Three more breaths here. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms up, straighten the legs. And then from here, open to warrior two, facing the top of your mat. Windmill the hands down, step back into downward facing dog. Now here's your last opportunity for a flow, or you can hold in downward facing dog. We're now going to move into our pigeon pose. So inhale, take your left leg up high. Draw your left knee behind the left wrist. Left foot behind the right wrist or in that direction. Take a look behind you, make sure your back leg is in the midline of the body and not over towards the right side. Press onto the fingertips, lift the heart. Feel the length as you press your pubic bone towards the earth. and then fold forward. And now we soften into breath, but stay present with your Ujjayi breath. Often when we begin to move into this part of our practice, the mind becomes harder to keep focused, but really work diligently towards staying connected to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Just one more deep inhale and exhale. Coming right up, reaching back into your downward facing dog. Curl the back toes under, take your left leg up, and then maybe you just want to roll the hips, bending the knee one way and then the other, if you need. And then drop the leg down. When you're ready, take your opposite leg up and set it up for your pigeon. You know where you're going. Dropping down, look back to check that you haven't lost alignment. Come right up onto the fingertips. Lift the heart and then move your pubic bone towards the earth while drawing the navel up and in. And then take that length that you've cultivated forward. Opposite hand on top and rest here. Couple of breaths, but staying in Ujjayi breath. And staying present. Inhale, rising all the way up. And staying in our hips now, drop onto your right hip and swing your left leg around so you bring in the soles of your feet to touch. How's everybody doing? Good? Now from here, work your knees towards the earth, lift up through the center, feel this opening into the hips and the inner groin, and then begin to fold forward. And folding forward is really just the depth that your body allows. Long spine, little bit of pressure, pressing the knees towards the earth, lengthening out through the back body. And then inhale, rising all the way up, bringing the knees together. So that's our hip work done, and we're going to do a little bit of core. So lean back, come onto your toes. And then inhale, just lift one leg up and drop it back down. Lift the other leg up and drop it back down. Take your hands forward. Lift your one leg up and drop it back down. All the way working from your core. Take the left leg up, drop it back down. Take both legs up, hold them. You've got this. Now can we go halfway down? Begin to release towards your canoe shape from boat and hover in your canoe. Find your core. Now not using your neck, so keep it soft. Lift back up into your boat. And two more, come back down, really awaken into the core. And then rise back up. And one more, you've got this. Come down and hold. Lift all the way up. And now we come to line our backs. All the way down. Now just for a moment, let your whole body relax. And relax just a little more. Okay, bend your knees. Let your feet come on the floor. They're just hip distance apart. No wider than your hips. Palms come to face down, the length of the body. Make sure you can just touch your heels, so you really need your heels in close enough to the buttocks, or else you don't have enough space for your spine to lift. Open the chest by pressing the back of the arms into the mat. Draw the navel in. Press through your feet and then lifting from your pubic bone first, your tailbone first. Begin to lift your hips up into your bridge pose. So this is variation 1, and some of you might just want to put a block to support your lower back, and that's very welcome. If you want to go further, interlace your hands behind the back, roll the shoulders underneath the body, and press up into your bridge. Breathing here. Enjoy this back bend. Move your hips up to the sky. And if anybody wants to go further into your full wheel, hands either side of the ears, and press up into wheel. We have 3 breaths in your back bend of choice. And then when you're coming out, you're releasing down slowly, 1 vertebra at a time, feeling your spine as it connects back into the earth, slowly. And then all we do is take the soles of the feet together and the knees apart, and take the arms wide. And again, remember, we're resetting our bodies. So take a moment to move into stillness. And after those back bends, we need to cultivate some forward folds. But let's just bring the knees into the body, squeeze them in, and then take 3 circles with the knees one way, and feel this in your lower back, and 3 times the other way. Now hug up to sitting. Extend your legs out in front of you. And we'll begin with Janus Asana. Take your left leg in and drop it out to the side. The heel of the left foot just touches the right inner thigh. Make sure you're sitting on both sit bones. Take your hands in front of you, draw your navel in, and then walk your hands forward, just to where it's comfortable to go. Keep curling the toes back to your face. And if you find that you can tuck your chin slightly, go ahead and do. And then keep walking the fingers forward as your body will allow. And breathe. See if you can feel this counter pose from that back bend that we did in the same places where you felt your body opening. Now inhale, coming all the way back up. Let's just swap the legs around, straightening through your left leg. Take your right leg in, drop the knee out, sitting on both sit bones. Janus Asana, our forward fold. Take your hands forward, curl the toes of your left foot up, and then just walk forward. And it doesn't matter how deep you go. All you want to do is keep your legs glued to the earth, pressing downwards, and then lengthening your spine. And I'm always so grateful to that one of those first teachers of mine, Orna, who really taught me the reverence towards the practice. And then when you're ready, coming all the way up, straightening through both your legs. And now we're going to use the arms to go up. Reach them up, press down through the sit bones, and then lean forward. Now see, once you get to the point where you find your max, take your hands to where they will reach. The feet, the sides of the legs, doesn't matter. Lift the heart forward and then begin to fold forward into Paschimottanasana. Reaching the arms forward, inhale, rising all the way up. Taking the hands down by the sides, pause here for a moment. Allow your body to reset. Maybe even closing the eyes. So I haven't really been teaching a lot of inversions in our Zoom classes or online classes, but I'd like us to have the opportunity to be upside down. It's really important for our practice, and down dog is a beautiful inversion, so we've had that through the practice. But there's 3 variations that we're going to do now. The first one is to just take your legs up and hands down by the sides. And this can be your inversion. You might even want to take the arms up and just hang out upside down. If you want to take a shoulder stand, you're quite welcome to take one. If a shoulder stand is new to you and you want to learn it, just shoot me an email and I'll send you the class on how to build a shoulder stand. Otherwise, take your hands down by the sides, roll your feet over behind you. Now, you're not going to look left and right in the shape. Bring your hands to your back middle ribs and extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Now, when you're in your shoulder stand, it's important not to look left and right. And then the third option is a headstand, if anybody wants to take a headstand. So whichever inversion you want to do, come into that now. Headstand, shoulder stand, lying on your back with your legs up. And we're just going to be here for a few breaths. Whichever shape you have chosen, make sure that you are connected to your breathing. Energizing up through the toes. There's 4 more breaths in your inversion. And then slowly, if you're in your shoulder stand, begin to roll out. If you're in your headstand, come to a child's pose. If you're in your shoulder stand, come to hugging your knees into the body. There's really no rush, so please take your time. And then just pause here for a moment. Before we take our well-deserved Shavasana, we're going to twist. Take the hands out into a T shape. Drop your knees to the left and look to the right. Now allow your body to drop into the shape. No more squeezing of muscles, or just completely relax and let go into the shape. And now we do engage our core so that we can inhale and lift our legs back to center using the core and not the lower back. And then drop over to the other side. Again, allow yourself to relax completely. And just for a moment, engage your core to bring your legs back up to center. And then take your legs long to the mat. It can be wide, even wider than your mat if you want. Take the hands down by the sides. They can be close to the body or they can be further apart. But take up space, move as you need until you can settle down on your back body for your Shavasana. And as you settle back down for your Shavasana, just bringing to mind that this practice is all about resetting our bodies and resetting our minds. If you need to be covered, to be warm for your Shavasana, you can do that. Scan your body and just relax where you need to. Can you rest into the earth and relax a little more? Just let go. Let your arms and your legs be heavy. Let go. So we're going to work through a full resetting of the body, starting right from our toes, working up to the crown of our head. So when you're ready, bring your awareness to your right foot. Wiggle your right toes. Point your right foot and then flex the right foot. Roll your ankle one way and then roll the ankle the other way. And then lift the leg up off the mat slightly and give it a good shake. And then drop the foot, the leg back down to the mat. Let your toes fall out slightly to the side. Relax your right foot, your right ankle. Relax your right leg, your right knee. Your right thigh heavy to the mat. Relax your right hip and buttocks. Completely forget about your right leg. Bring your awareness to your left foot. Begin to wiggle your left toes. Point the left foot and flex the left foot. Roll your left ankle in one-way circles and then roll the ankle in the other way. And then lift your leg a little off the earth and shake that leg just a bit. Drop your leg to the earth, heel touches the earth, toes fall out to the side. Relax your toes, the sole of your foot, the top of your foot. Relax your ankle, shin, your knee. Feel your thigh bone heavy, reaching into the earth. Relax your left hip and buttock. Completely forget about your leg. Take your awareness to your right hand. Introduce some movement into the fingers, just wiggling them. And then stretch your fingers wide like a star. Fold in first your thumb and then your fingers around the thumb and roll your wrist 3 times one way and then roll it the other way. And now squeeze your fist. Make it tight until you feel the tension rising right up to your shoulders. Squeeze. And then relax your fist. Let your fingers curl open naturally. Relax the back of your hand, your inner palm. Relax your wrist and your arm, your elbow. Relax your upper arm, your armpit and your shoulder. And then forget about your arm. Bring your awareness to your left hand. Introduce movement slowly, wiggling those fingers. And then stretch your fingers wide. fold in your thumb and fold the fingers around the thumb and make a fist. Roll your fist one way, rolling out the wrist, roll it the other way, and then squeeze the fist. Squeeze it till the tension moves right up to your shoulder. And then relax. Let the back of your wrist land on the mat. Let your fingers open naturally. Relax your palm, your wrist. Relax your elbow, your upper arm, your shoulder, your armpit. Forget about your left arm. Take your awareness right to your lower belly and your buttocks. Now squeeze your buttocks, squeeze it so hard that it might even want to lift off the earth a little. And then drop it down and relax completely. Now inhale deeply, take in as much breath as you can and feel your belly expand like a balloon. Hold the fullness of the breath and then open your mouth and let the breath fall out through the mouth. Relax your ribs. Relax your chest. Maybe swallow and relax your throat and your neck. Now squeeze your face like a prune. Squeeze your lips, squeeze your eyes. Squeeze your whole face really tight. And then stretch your face open wide. Stick your tongue out, stretch the whole face. And soften your face. Soften your jaw. Relax your tongue back against the roof of the mouth. Relax your top lip and your bottom lip. Relax your cheeks. Find that soft internal smile. Relax your eyes. Relax your eyelids. Relax your eyebrows. Imagine a gentle hand soothing and stroking across your forehead, relaxing all the tension from your face. Relax your ears. And feel the space at the back of the head touching the earth, the back of your shoulders and the earth, the back of your arms, elbows, back of your hands and the earth. Your buttocks and the earth, back of your legs and the earth, back of your heels and the earth. Relax. And before you move, just think about moving. Maybe begin by just bringing the thumb and the index finger to touch, moving the thumb to the middle finger, the ring finger, the baby finger. Inspire movement from there. And as you feel ready, you can begin to move wrists and arms, point and flex the feet and stretch the body. Keeping your eyes closed. Please take your time to stretch and move and eventually come up to seated, but please don't rush. Keeping the eyes closed, moving with awareness to a seated position. Resist the urge to open the eyes and take in these few more moments of darkness. Once you're seated, begin to vigorously rub the palms of your hands together, generating a lot of healing heat in the palms of the hands. And after this practice, your hands might heat up quickly, fire in the palms of your hands. And then just bring your hands onto your face and just touch in and feel that heat, absorb that healing heat into your body. Begin to open your eyes now into that soothing darkness created by your hands. And then release the hands down, eyes open, hands down onto the knees. Namaste. I trust that practice has you reset and ready for your day. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks, A.